Hello my friends and welcome to episode 31 of our Football Manager 2020 Let's Play with Rangers. Today we're taking on both legs of the Besiktas tie. Very strange date, I can't quite work out why. I thought initially they'd maybe be for the World Cup, but that's next season. So I don't understand why we're playing a Europa League game on a Saturday. I think I mentioned this in the last episode, it's been a few days, I'll explain that in a little bit since I played. But we brought Billy Gilmore in on loan once again, and we brought Shandon Baptiste in. A bit of a gamble and a lot of money for a gamble, and really highlights that maybe Joe Aribo being sold for 14.5 million was not the right decision. But Shandon Baptiste comes in as that gamble to replace him. Someone asked in the comments, I think it was Old Lady Plays, thank you for the comments, do appreciate them, to have a look at the team dynamics. Now, managerial support still great. Dressing room atmosphere has dropped a little bit. Part of that will be down to, of course, the result of the last 3 games. No winning 3, of course, with the 2 defeats to Dinamo and the draw to Ross County leading into today's game. Team cohesion is good enough though. It's not brilliant, will improve over the season. Nobody has any issues. Ross McCrory tends to sort everything out for me anyway, so that's all helpful. The negatives, obviously, the form. 2 players that are unhappy at the club, but we can't see that here. And the team has seen a high turnover of playing staff for Tottenham, many having been with the team for different lengths of time. Of course, that's kind of going to happen when we have the turnover that we've had over the past few years. Trying to get this lad in on loan, I think he's going to fail the work permit, unfortunately, just as that extra choice goalkeeper. Always like to have 3 goalkeepers, we've only got 2 just now. Now, I've set my team up for this game. We'll go through it quickly and just make sure there's nothing else I want to change fitness wise. It's pretty much the same team as last time out, apart from I'm bringing Hendricks in, although I might actually switch to O'Donnell. Bring in someone that I trust him from last year. Dolberg in as well on the left, and Rajkovic, I'm trying to work out if he's the problem or not. Now, I fell out of love. It's been 13 days since I recorded the last episode, and part of that was me trying to get ahead over the Christmas period, which I failed to do, so I'm now recording this during that time. It's just after Christmas, and I apologise for no happy Christmases in the previous episodes. I was expecting it to be up quicker than what they were, so I hope you all had a good Christmas, and I hope you have a good New Year as well, in case I don't get any more out before New Year, although I should do. This should be out on Monday the 30th, so I actually probably won't get another FM out before New Year, but I hope you have a good New Year anyway. So the team that we're going with today, we've got Rajkovic in goal, O'Donnell, Suter, Katic, Hickey, Ross McCrory taking the captaincy, with Alex Lowry, Gomez in the midfield, with Harry Wilson, Dolberg and Abel Ruiz running the line, hoping that we can go on from here. Now, I don't like playing at home in the first leg. I've said that a lot of people do, but I have always been a person that likes to play away first and then home for the second leg. I don't know what's going on here when I've tried to do my individual talks. I always like to do the away leg first and the home leg second. I like to know what needs to be done at home, and for whatever reason we've had bits of bad luck and we're having to do the home legs first this year. It's been the case in both rounds. But yeah, I fell out of love completely after the last episode. I just didn't want to look at Football Manager, so I tried to make the database. Good news and bad news from that. The good news is it's coming. The bad news is I had to completely restart the database. Don't exactly know what happened, but I went and changed a couple of things. It was literally 2 changes and it completely broke the database, and there was no recovery from there. I tried changing them back, and whatever it changed, it was broken, and unfortunately it was probably about 2 hours worth of work from completion at that point, as Kasper Dolberg wins it, whips it in. Sergio Gomez has turned up for the party. Besiktas is not an easy game. I actually think in many ways this is harder than the game that we just lost to Dinamo to get into the Champions League. Dolberg does well there. Vida, unfortunately for him, couldn't get it away, and Dolberg responded well, got a good ball in on a stronger right foot, and Sergio Gomez picks up with his stronger left and just tucks it home. And for that, I'm actually going to pause it after this highlight and give them praise unless something changes. Abel Ruiz back to thingy. And Dolberg with his first of the season as well. Good start to this game then. Lowry with this assist. I'm trying not to shout too much because the little one's been unsettled and he's sleeping just a little bit away from me just now. So I'm trying to be, excited, show that while not being loud. Great ball from Lowry. Good run from Dolberg. As soon as this highlight's over, we will pause and I will get that praise in before half time because we need to start boosting that morale up a little bit. Got a few fired ups. Not really what I was looking for, but it'll do. Suter forward for Alex Lowry, launches it for Abel Ruiz. How's he going to do in this one-on-one situation? Yeah, no real improvement there to Morelos last season, is there? But he only cost £1.7 million, and this guy has potential, which is kind of why I'm throwing him in. And we've always got, we've got about 7 strikers, to be honest, don't we? Trying to loan some of them out, of course. Suter plays it forward to Stephen O'Donnell, launches forward for Abel Ruiz. He is in a one-on-one again, and it's another great save. But did I say Randolph? I want to see who their goalkeeper is now. I'm curious to who their goalkeeper is. Katic heads it down for Hickey. Whipped in. It is indeed. I wonder if that's Darren Randolph. I'm going to laugh if it is. I don't think it is. But it very well could be. It is. He's never the ex-Motherwell guy, is he? He is. Wow. Did not expect to play him when we're playing Besiktas, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to give the very happy here. Need to boost that morale, so that's why I'm not going with the complacent one that I normally do. I need to pick these guys up after a bad run of form, and this is the best way to do it. Borna Barisic still not back yet as well, which obviously affects things, and Aaron Hickey's going to miss the next leg game. That's not good. So we're going to bring on Jose Martinez, make sure that we do have someone there, and I might bring on Klosterman as well, again, just protect O'Donnell because he's actually had a pretty good game and been a reason why I think we've had a better performance today compared to previous games. And a final sub, we will bring on Dirk Proper for Alex Lowry, and we've got a highlight as we do that. I never like highlights when I'm making subs. Sergio Gomez winning it in midfield. Kasper Dolberg. That's a really, really poor ball from the Dane. I say that and I'm not sure he's Danish. I hope he is. Ross McCrory crunch and tackle. But unfortunately just sort of dithers on it. But Jose Martinez and McCrory work together to win it back. Martinez, great ball for... That was the worst finish I have seen in months. Now again, I'm kind of going to get just one of my rules here about switching the back four. I never like making changes to my back four if I can. Fullbacks are not an exception to that rule. If they're not exhausted, I won't change them. But I want to make sure we're finishing out this game with 11 men. And we need to make sure that Stephen O'Donnell's fit because I think his return to the team's helped us out a bit here. It's Pavleka to Ogan Arizgamp. I probably pronounced completely wrong. Yajic can't get past Klosterman. Whipped across to Harry Wilson. He's got men around him. He needs to find a pass. Does, but unfortunately not quite good enough into Abel Ruiz. Yajic. Suter. Klosterman back to John Suter. Katic. I was looking at McCrory and so much space there, but he's went and found Dirk Proper, who's headed straight at Darren Randolph. That was actually a very, very good ball. It was not the one I was expecting. I was looking at it and I was like, pass to McCrory, he's in space, he will find the pass and get us out of defence. And Katic just pings that one up, finds Dirk Proper on the run. Unfortunately not quite a goal for that, but a 2-0 home win. That picks up the morale a little bit. I can praise the players. 2 changes from the side that won 2-0 in the first leg. Dirk Proper comes in for Sergio Gomez. That was a fitness thing. And Morelos comes in for Abel Ruiz, who I wasn't impressed with in the last game, as you can imagine. Everyone else remains the same. Hickey, I thought was suspended and 1 yellow card away. Apparently still 1 yellow card away, so I must have misread my notifications, and it must have been Katic that was 1 yellow, because I don't think he got booked in the last game. Lowry also 1 yellow away. That's not such a big issue. We're fairly decent in midfield. Hopefully we can go to Turkey here. We can hold off against a very strong Besiktas side and progress into the group stage of the Europa League. It's a consolation prize only for what we wanted this season, but it's an important one nonetheless. So I'm going to say just pick off the last time you're left out. I'm trying to, keep confident in these players. I don't want to hammer them too much after, some patchy form. But in the last game they were very, very good, and I want to highlight that. So let's go with that. Morelos not winning the header there. Lowry launched forward. Morelos 1-on-1. He's put it wide. Decent start though. Decent start. Wilson launches it in. Back post cleared away. Alex Lowry first to show. Aaron Hickey off the post. Morelos. It's going to be offside, isn't it? I'm still giving praise either way. Oh, it's VAR. I think it was offside if I'm truthful. Oh, so close. Yeah, it was the right decision. I felt it was straight away as well. Aaron Hickey picking up another yellow. I gave them praise after that goal as well because it was a good start. And again, just trying to keep them lifted, trying to keep their spirits high. Not going to get on their backs too much. Stephen O'Donnell with the throw. He also got booked in the first leg and so far in this one. Played it to Nikola Katic. Good ball out for Kasper Dolberg. He's got Hickey on the overlap here. He goes for Morelos instead. Morelos, just the straight barrel strike at the goalkeeper. Harry Wilson launches in. Katic. Just over from Nikola Katic. Gonna give a bit more praise here and hope that they don't score from this highlight that I was already doing and just didn't refocus myself beforehand, because if that praise comes in after they score, that would be embarrassing. Hickey plays it calmly back to Predrag Rajkovic. Not had the best of starts to his Rangers career, but still got to regain confidence and faith in his ability after that relegation last season. Hickey plays it forward, launched it for Morelos, can't find him. Mostly because Morelos was sleeping. We're not winning a midfield battle here. Lowry chasing down well here though, and he's got a touch on that, but not enough to get the ball. It's whipped out onto the side. They've whipped it in. Oh, I think that's their first shot as well. That was shocking defending. Lowry got a decent touch here, and then both got attracted there. But the ball in, it's decent. You've got a guy right there who just walks right past, and then goalkeeping as well. And the praise obviously goes in straight after that. Chipichu launches it forward. Stephen O'Donnell wins it. Dirk Proper launches it forward. Finds Harry Wilson. Can he get onto that left foot of his? He can. That's an away goal. That means they need 3 goals to beat us. Didn't look the best shot in the world, but a decent ball from Dirk Proper, who's had a decent return from his loan spell. I think that was the right decision for him. He's maybe not quite ready for the first team yet, but we've got small numbers, David Turnbull away out on loan, getting us decent money into the club, of course, and obviously at a very, very good level. Any game time he gets down in England will benefit him, and he's had a sub appearance with an assist for Spurs as well. So he's had a good start down there. But 1-0 here. And I think that means that they need to beat us overall and score because we have away goals. And I'm going to go with... I don't like any of them. I really don't like any of these. Far from pleased. Goalkeepers demotivated, whatever. You're not really impressed me right now. We've got 2 other goalkeepers who are chomping at the bit for a shot. Kasper Dolberg's tiring, so we're going to bring on a Ryan Kent for that counter-attacking pace. And he's also done fairly well for us in Europe so far this season as Harry Wilson launches this one in. Ripped across Aaron Hickey. It's off the post again from the young man. Harry Wilson, he's gone to that left foot. He's gone past one, gone nearly past 2. Wait a minute. Oh, it was brought back. I was wondering why it was a free kick. It's a really poor free kick actually in the end. But I don't understand why it was a free kick and not a penalty. Might bring on Jose Martinez again, freshen up that defensive line, and get the at least one of the yellow cards off as Harry Wilson plays this back across for Ryan Kent. Sublime header from Kent. Goalkeeper set on his wrong foot, off balance. No real chance to get to that under the circumstances. It wasn't the best header in the world, but it was a very, very good effort under the circumstances. Again, I think he was wrong-footed by the cross coming in behind him. The goalkeeper just caught on his wrong foot. And in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Jose Martinez coming on for Aaron Hickey. And I'll save my last sub for a little while down the line from now on. And again, we'll give that praise. I want to give Jose Martinez a lot of game time, but I want to play him in the centre. The problem is, I don't think he's really ready to play in the centre now. I don't want these guys getting complacent. And what I'm going to do to counteract that is I'm going to bring on... Who am I bringing on? What foot are you, by the way? Right-footed. I'm bringing on Abel Ruiz. That's what my gut tells me. So that's what's happening. That £1.7 million striker comes off the bench today. Morelos not had his best game in front of goal, and I think it's important to set the marker down to these strikers. You have to come in, you have to perform. But another 2-1 victory, and that should be us into the Europa League at least. It's a consolation prize, but consolation prizes win the day. Praise Harry Wilson for that one. Win is the draw. That is not what I want. This is registration, schedule. Okay, I'll bring you back for the draw, guys. We're finally there. I'm glad I didn't try and do that all in one go, because we ended up having a game and an entire week and a half between times. So it makes me wonder if there was a reason really for that game being played on Saturday, or if it was just something that couldn't be clashed with in terms of the Turkish league. What seed are we here? We are second seed. So, no, are we third? First seeds, second seeds, third. Why is there only 3 sets of teams here? I'm a very confused situation. First seed, there's too many first seeds, that's what it is. Okay, so there was 12 first seeds, so there must be 12 and 12. So hopefully we get a bit of luck and don't get a group with 2 first seeds within it. Right now we'd look at that Krasnodar group, but again that's going to be 2 first seed teams. Although, is it actually? I think it's been drawn out fairly consistently actually. Okay, I'm a bit confused. Astana certainly weren't first seeds. PSV Krasnodar, we could get through that I think. Ajax Sporting would be very difficult. RB Salzburg's Bait would be difficult, but again I think we could do it. Don't want Valencia and West Ham. Really don't want that. Anderlecht got knocked out by Celtic in the Champions League, 2-1 on aggregate, 2-0 win in Scotland for Celtic, and then a 1-0 defeat in Belgium. That'd be a difficult game. Dortmund obviously very difficult, so I think if we can avoid Group G, I'm going to be fairly happy here, to be honest, I think. And Group A, of course. PSV Krasnodar, I'll take that. Now, who else can we get? Don't want City AN, don't give us City AN. Or Cologne or Nice, really. Anyone else fairly content with? Nice, oh, that changed things. That's a very, very tough route. We've got a trip to Russia, Nice, who we bought Dolberg from, and PSV. That is one tough group. Let's see what the media are saying about it. To face Krasnodar, fixture rearrangements. Okay. Fixture rearrangements, of course, nothing to worry about, but it's a tough group. Krasnodar. We've not got the Russian League loaded. I don't think we've got the Eredivisie loaded either. We do have the French League loaded in our 13th Nice. So, but it's 3 games in. So, means really nothing, doesn't it? You know, even PSG aren't top yet. So, that means absolutely nothing. We will come back, I guess, for PSV and Aberdeen. It's literally 1 game's time. We beat Park Thistle 3-1 in that game, between the last game and here, by the way. Richie Holster with a brace and Ryan Kent scoring off the bench. Dario Zanata opened the scoring for them with a header. They also had a goal ruled offside correctly, I might add, so I'll place it mirroring, and then I'll be back next episode with Aberdeen and PSV in the same episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.